but these do a lot of work for you because they trap the dirt, they trap the mud, and then when you're done, it's less vacuuming and you can throw it right in the washing machine. John Holt is back with us right now because these are from Don Aslett. Again, the king of clean, in charge in running one of the largest cleaning companies in the U.S. This is a man and a company that knows how to clean. And if you've got that ingenuity, that mind in your home, well, yeah, let's do it. And look at the pretty colors too.
This is truly Don Aslett's #1 cleaning secret, and has been for 50 years. If you properly mat every single entrance to your home,
yep,
in our case, commercial buildings, you'll cut your cleaning in half. And we've really knocked it out of the park with these mats. Mm-hmm. If you're familiar with our microfiber mops and our towels, like Campanelli's microfiber, these are pure microfiber mats. Any other mat in the store, it's not microfiber. They're polyester.
Oh, that's so soft.
Feels like a baby's blanket, doesn't it?
Wow.
Okay, so
nice.
Let's give you the proof in the pudding demo here.
I want to let you go to work. This is
Look what
nasty.
I have here. I have this dark, muddy tray of sloppy water. I'm going to step right in it, okay? Now, if you didn't have our doormat, here's what would happen. I'm gonna step onto this white sheet of paper over here. Now, I want you to take a look at this piece of paper, because that's what you're normally gonna bring in your house, that wet mud. Now, I'm gonna step back into the muddy tray, all right? I'm gonna step onto the doormat. I'm gonna give a little bit of a wipe. I'm not gonna go too crazy here because you don't need to wipe that much with these mats. Now, watch what happens when I step on this sheet of paper. All my weight is on there. It's perfectly clean. So, without our doormat, there's the mud. With our doormat, you've stopped it at the door. That's how these work.
That's how easy they are. And think of what you've just saved. I don't even know what else we're stepping on as we're outside. You're saving that from entering your home. So here are your options. Number one, the item number is V33915. These are microfiber. They're so soft when you're in your bare feet, but you get to choose from 3 different sizes. So we have it for you in the 34 by 52. That is a featured price of $34.
That's the big one here.
That's the big guy.
Yeah.
We also have it for you in the 26 by 38. This one's a featured price of $24. That's like kind of your baby size, medium size.
Yep.
And then I'm kind of digging the runner, because this we can put in laundry rooms, coming out of the garage, the front door.
Well, we came out with this because everybody says, I want a longer one. Mm-hmm. So your high traffic areas, you have to take 3, 4, 5, 6 steps across this before you come into your kitchen on your hardwood floor and your feet are perfectly clean. Because kids, face it, kids and pets, they don't wipe their feet. But the more you step on the mat, the better it cleans. That's what the runner is there for.
Well, and the runner's 24 by 60. That's a featured price of $30. Now, we have 3 colors. If you would like the big guy here, we have the big guy in both the brick red and the sage green. If you'd like the one that's 26 by 38, we're down to just the red. And if you'd like to get that runner, we still have the sage green, we have it in the brown, and we have it in the brick red. But this is different. When I think about all the mats that you may have seen out at retail, from the little rugs to the runners, this is softer than anything I've touched.
Yeah, and it's made
watching
different.
it pick up, it's doing the work for you.
Okay, again, stepping in the mud. This is the foot with the mud on it. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe a little bit here. I'm gonna step back to this sheet of paper, and it's going to be perfectly clean. That's how you stop the dirt at the door. Now, if you've seen microfiber mats out there, they've been around for years. We did not invent the microfiber mat, but we did perfect it. The way we made this mat is, we took the microfiber yarn and we wove it into a carpet backing. There is no shedding with this. This is a real rug, but it's a microfiber rug. Then we bound it to a synthetic rubber backing that will not turn your hardwood floor black. First of all, it's not black, but it's a neutral color. And you see all the dimples on here? Non-slip, guys. Okay, now here's the best part. Look at the profile here. It is plush, but it's very thin. Any door, because these are meant to go inside your door must be able to swing over this for this to work properly. We made sure that happens. Nice stitching on the edge too, nice rounded corners. Those are all hand cut, by the way we make these. They come off the loom square. We have to hand cut the corners, attach the rubber, and then stitch the bounder on there.
It's
this is a great rug.
Beautifully made, and I think it's so important to point out that it's a thin, it's soft, it's plush, but it's thin. If I had a dime for every mat I bought to put right inside the front door, or right inside the garage door, and you open it, and I ended up throwing it out because it didn't fit. These do, but the beauty is this isn't just that mat that, is just for show.
Right.
It's doing great service.
Now here's what I'm doing. I'm hopping into the mud tray. I'm going to go across the runner here because this is what I want to show you. When you come inside, you step on the runner, okay? The kids, they come across, they wipe their feet barely. Pets come in, maybe, you know, and look, here's your sheet of paper up here. Clean on my left foot. And that paper just scooted away on me.
I can
Clean
get it. Hold on.
right.
You got
Let
it?
me bring the paper back here. Kind of blew
Sorry
away
about
on me. But there's no. That's the point of the runner. If the kids don't wipe their feet, but they do walk across it, your pets walk across it, you've got more surface area to walk across it. Now, if you want the large one, the extra large we call this one, you can do the same with this. You can lay it lengthwise. It's wider to fit the width of your door. See how the pattern is unidirectional? Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter.
It's kind of like a little bit of like a leaf pattern.
Yeah, I call it like a grapevine without the
Yes.
grapes on it. Okay.
I like
but
that.
it's beautiful. I love the brick, by the way.
Well,
This is what I put in my mudroom.
When you look at the brick, you get a mix of like that deep red and then an even deeper maroon.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you go for that brown, it's like the lighter kind of taupe color and then that deep, rich chocolate brown. There you can see it there. And if the sage green is your option, the green we have for you in both that kind of extra large and then again in the runner,
Right.
you get that lighter green and then a little touch of like that forest green. Really, I think colors that will add a pop of color, but will also go with pretty much any decor that you have.
That certainly will. And it's not just for your doors. If you have a refrigerator with an ice and water dispenser, they spit all over your flooring. If you have hardwood flooring, put one under your refrigerator. I put one in front of my sink. I have one under my dog's bowl because I have a boxer with the jowls and he drips a lot when he drinks. And you know, here's the thing. When you come in, that was 12 feet right there, by the way. You know, 2 pets and 2 humans.
Yep.
So that's 12 feet that just hit that rug a couple of times. You stopped the dirt at the door. The less dirt you bring in, the less dirt you're going to have to take out.
Well, exactly, and that's what I'm thinking. This is something that is you'll want to be using all year round.
Right.
Because right now we're talking about, you know, some sand, some salt perhaps. Yesterday I had the dog out. It was like 40, 50 degrees. It was mud.
Exactly.
And so the mud is going to be happening now into the spring. And then in the summertime, maybe, you know, you're coming back from the beach and it's the sand. It's all about cutting down the cleaning because you're trapping what you're bringing right at the door. It stops at the door.
I mean, that's a really sloppy, muddy tray that I have here.
Mm-hmm.
But that sheet of paper, it's clean. When I step on this here, I'll do it again. I'll step right on the paper, okay, or in the mud. I'll step on the mat, and I've stepped on this mat several times. You'll only need to wash this maybe once a month, and when you wash it, just like any other microfiber, no fabric softener, okay? But here's the deal. I step in on the paper. Take a look at that paper. It's clean and it's dry. Stop the dirt at the door. The less dirt you bring in, the less you're gonna have to mop, sweep, and vacuum.
Feature price, whichever size you go for is going to be less than $35. If we are talking about the 34 by 52, that's the extra large guy.
Yeah, that's the one I'm stepping on right here.
That's the one we're on now. Then if you go to like the slightly smaller guy, 26 by 38, that's $24. That we have for you in that red only. And then we also have available the runner, 24 by 60. That's a featured price of $30. Now keep in mind, if you use your Q card, that is our credit card here at QVC, you can break each of those down into 3 monthly payments. We've sold more than 40,000 of these, and I am so not surprised because you know what else I think is important, and this is just, as a dog mommy, we have Norman, our golden retriever. This is soft to the touch. I bought a lot of mats or even carpets that the dog doesn't like the way they feel on
They're
his
a little
paws,
scratchy,
and he kind of
right.
stops at the door and doesn't want to go through. This feels good on little feet, bare feet of all sizes, and on the paws as well.
And the best thing is, it is machine washable, but look at the low profile. That door's got a sweep on the bottom of it. It's barely 1/8 of an inch above the floor. It goes right over top of the carpet. Even if the sweeper rubs against the microfiber, with that non-slip backing, it tends to stay put. And there it is in front of the refrigerator with the ice maker.
That is such a good idea.
Yeah, and it's the best bath mat, by the way. If you've got a walkout shower, walk out onto this. By the time you hit that slippery tile floor, your feet are dry. It's a safety thing as well.
These are the things, like if you stop and think about around your house, where does the mess tend to happen? Is it in front of the sinks in the bathroom? Is it when you're stepping out of the shower? Is it, you know, maybe when you're coming in and out of the house with the dogs? Wherever that happens, you want to have one of these. Close to 1,000 now have been picked up. We have them for you in 3 different sizes. That extra large is the 34 by 52. Large is 26 by 38. The runner, 24 by 60, but you reminded us this extra large can
Yes.
also kind of be used as a runner.
Yeah, I'll hold it up lengthwise just so you can see.
There we
That's
go.
52 inches long, almost as tall as me.
And again, this is done like a regular rug is.
We made it on a carpet loom. We wove the microfiber yarn into a loom, and then we hand cut the corners here and then put the sewn edge on it. But remember, the non-slip backing will not discolor a hardwood floor. We did that intentionally. We didn't want to ruin anybody's hardwood floor.
Thank you.
So lengthwise, or a sliding glass door or a French door, put it widthwise like this, okay? But again,
Nice.
I'm still in the mud right
Well,
here.
and this is kind of what my dog walked through. This is what Norman walked through yesterday. This blows my mind.
Right. Here, I'm just going to step on the mat a little bit, give a little bit of a wipe. I'll work my way over to the sheet of paper here, and I just want you to see something. When I step on this, and it's all my weight on that paper, okay? My rubber's a little sticky, but if you look at the paper's clean and it's dry. There's nothing on that sheet of paper. It's all in the microfiber, and this is machine washable.
Well, and when Norman came in yesterday, his paws were neither clean nor dry after he came through the front door. So these are going to be good. We have them in 3 different sizes. We have 3 different colors. See what works for you. You've got 30 days. Put them down, do this test, and see how much cleaner and maybe how much less vacuuming and mopping you're having to do. It's V33915. John Holt, thank you so much.
Hey, my pleasure.
Always a pleasure. You got to play in the mud today. That's a pretty good day at work.
I never got to do this when I was a kid. Now I get paid for it.
This is not a bad gig, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. It has been a pleasure. I will see you again tomorrow.